Alright, so John Colo with DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. In this episode, we're going to share with you guys if the Nama J2 can juice 8 pounds of straight broccoli. We got these Broccoli Florets. There's 2 pounds per bag. That's 8 pounds total. We're going to see how long it takes. We're going to go ahead and time it and see if the Nama J2 can juice literally all this broccoli that you guys see inside. Now, these are the florets, right? If you're juicing the whole long broccoli with the long stalks, I encourage you guys actually to juice the stalks. The issue is you want to maybe cut off the little bottom part that's been already pre-cut and then chop the stalks up into little pieces. There's lots of good juice in those stalks. That being said, I think the main benefit of the broccoli is actually the flower itself, or even more importantly, what I'm not juicing today is the broccoli sprouts. Nonetheless, there's a study, and I'll put the link down below. We'll pop it up right here, that shows that when you juice the broccoli in a slow juicer as compared to a high-speed centrifugal juicer or even high-speed blender, you get significantly more antioxidants, polyphenols, and potential cancer-fighting compound. That being said, while I am juicing straight broccoli today, this is a torture test. I don't recommend you guys do this necessarily, because when I go to drink this juice, it's probably not going to taste the greatest, and I wouldn't want to put you guys through that. Plus, I also encourage you guys to always rotate your juices. I don't do this every day. Actually, this is the first time I've juiced this much broccoli in one sitting. So I'm going to try it to see if it works for you guys and show you guys the results. I mean, here's the thing. You should juice like a balanced juice with, hey, it could contain broccoli and other different vegetables, especially vegetables you don't normally eat. How many of you guys like to eat raw broccoli florets? Probably not many, but you guys will cook them up or something. But when you use them raw, you get more cancer fighting and health potential from the broccoli. And that's why I love juicing so much. It allows me to eat more of the vegetables that I wouldn't otherwise eat. And that's why juicing is a great thing, I believe, for everybody to incorporate into their diet so they can get more nutrient dense, phytonutrient packed vegetables into your diet as well. Now, while I am juicing broccoli today, the Nama J2 can juice a whole range of other different fruits and vegetables, from wheatgrass, link down below to that video. I juice ginger in the Nama J2, link down below to that video. I've made green juices, link down below to that video. I've made root juices in the Nama J2. I've made fruit juices, which I don't necessarily recommend, in the Nama J2, links down below for all my videos on showing you guys how versatile the J2 is. I mean, here's the thing. The Nama J2 is like a jack of all trades. It could juice pretty much most things fairly well and do a decent job at it. Plus, also, the big game-changing technology of the Nama J2 is this hopper. I happen to be using the 3-liter hopper today. This is the largest hopper on the market at this time, and it allows you to basically load up the produce, and we're going to see if we can fit 2 whole pounds of broccoli in one fall swoop in the hopper. Shut the lid, and I can literally walk away and let the juicer do all the work without me. Other juicers, you'd actually just have to take each little piece of broccoli, put it in the machine, push it in with a pusher. No more. With the Nama J2, with its batch style hopper, it includes the 2-liter. I'm using the 3-liter because I just love that a lot more. Link down below to my video where you guys can see the initial unboxing of the 3-liter hopper and learn about all the other accessories you guys can buy for the Nama J2, including the citrus attachment. That being said, I think without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into juicing this broccoli to see how it's gonna juice. So we're just gonna go ahead and take some scissors and cut off the top of this bag. And you guys can see we got all the broccoli. These are of various different sizes. Smells nice and fresh. You want to always look at the bottom and the cut ends to make sure there's no decay or anything weird, or it's not wet or funky. This is all super fresh broccoli. So I'm so glad to juice it for you guys. So the next tip is we're going to go ahead and hit start on the stopwatch. And it's going, and we're just going to go ahead and open up the hopper lid. And we're going to see how much of this broccoli of 2 liters we can dump in the Nama J2 hopper. All right, so we got like, I think maybe 1.5 pounds in there. We're going to try to shove this down so we can just cram it in there and cram in 2 whole pounds. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. All right, we got 2 pounds in there. The question is, will the lid shut? And once again, there is a maximum fill line, which actually, I don't recommend you guys overfilling it, but you know, I crammed in 2 pounds of broccoli, crammed the lid down, and it's shut. So now we're just gonna go ahead and turn the machine on. And as you guys can see, it's processing the broccoli. The cool thing about the Nama J2 is now I get to literally walk away and let the juicer do all the work without me. I'm gonna come back at various points during the video to load up additional 2 pounds at a time once this empties. And we're just gonna save you guys some time, so we're gonna speed this part of the video up for you. As you guys can see, it's been about 8.5 minutes and the Nama J2 pretty much cleared out that hopper. Now I will say that because I jam-packed it, you know, I had to press on it a little bit to get it going, so I don't recommend jam-packing it with like 2 pounds. Maybe like 1.5 pounds to kind of leave it loose, because if it's too tight, it's not going to juice that good. Now the other thing I will say is that it did make a fair amount of foam. The foam is basically juice that has added oxygen to it. So one of the things you could do is if you just like, you know, roll it around a little bit, some of the oxygen will kind of turn back into juice to some extent. And let's see how much yield we got so far. Looks like we got almost 1.5 cups of juice out of 2 pounds of broccoli. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue to juice our broccoli. Speed this part of the video up to save you some time. Alright, so it's juiced that other 2 pounds without incident. Let's go ahead and turn it off real quick. And we're going to go ahead and get it juicing some more. And we're going to tell you some more stuff about juicing the broccoli and my tips after seeing what's going on, since I've never done straight broccoli before like this. Alright, basically I guess the new plan is I'm putting in about 1.5 pounds at once. It's in really nice. Before I start it back up this time, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and trade out the carafe here that we're catching the juice in, which are basically Anchor Hawking 2-quart mixing bowls available at Walmart and Target. I like to use these glass ones. Let's go ahead and get that started so we don't waste time. Now, you know, here's the thing, guys. This is the amazing thing about the Nama J2 is that, you know, most juicers you'd have to sit there and push each piece of broccoli in. I mean, I've juiced maybe about 1 pound of broccoli before, a couple bunches, and it's no fun pushing the produce in the machine. That's why, although the J2 takes longer than if you were to sit there to push them in, right, you could do other things in your life besides babysit or juice in your juicer. This will get you to juice more. I've seen it from so many customers that said, John, I never used to juice because juicing process was so difficult. And now with the J2, it allows me to juice because it's easier. Yes, you still got cleaning, but you know, the main thing is I got this pre-prepared, pre-washed, pre-cut broccoli. Drop it in there, turn it on. You literally could do other stuff while the machine is working, right? Whether you're gonna prepare more produce, whatever you're juicing, or in this case, you know, we're gonna give you some tips on how to reduce the foam, all right? So number one, when you juice things like leafy greens or broccoli that have a lot of airspace within them, you know, the broccoli and the flowers, it's mostly airspace. If we were juicing just the stalks, we'd make a good juice without all the bubbles. You know, it basically tends to add a lot of air to the juice. Now, to reduce this, you could do a half and half mixture. So do half broccoli and half carrots. Put a little broccoli, little carrots, little broccoli, little carrots. Just mix them in there. So when it feeds in the machine, the carrots are going to take up some of the space between the auger and reduce the amount of foam that you're getting from this. If you don't have carrots, you're not juicing carrots, you could use other root vegetables such as beets, or one of my favorite, even jicama, okay? That's number one. Juice it with other items. That's gonna help reduce the foam. All right, so it's gone through that whole 2 pounds without issue. We're at about 28 minutes now, and now we're gonna go ahead and add in the last 2 pounds of broccoli. The Nama J2 has been working without issue. All right, we're gonna keep it going, and we're gonna see how long it takes to juice the rest of the broccoli. I think by the time we're done, we'll have about 6 cups of pure broccoli juice. the J2 is just about finished. It has emptied the hopper. It's done an amazing job. It's pretty much ran for 41 minutes straight. Maybe each batch took about 8.5 minutes or so, approximately. And it's done a great job. Actually, this one made 4 cups, and actually looking back at this, it's also 4 cups. So literally we made 8 cups of broccoli juice from 8 pounds of broccoli, and that's a general thing I'd like to say is that, you know, in general, produce will make about 1 pound of produce equals about 1 cup of juice. Now, yes, we did make a lot of foam over time that will settle down, as you guys can see on this side. But I want to show you guys a few things real quick. Number one, we're going to show you guys the pulp, because this is impressive, right? All that broccoli you guys saw sitting here literally turned into 8 cups of juice and this much pulp. Now, the reason why I love juicing is because, you know, I wouldn't sit here and eat 8 pounds of broccoli, but I could if I wanted, but I'm not going to drink 8 cups of juice. I could surely drink 1 quart of juice. That being said, this is kind of potent juice. I'll be taste testing it in a second. But I mean, that's the benefit, because we're getting all the major nutrients, especially the water content, vitamins, water soluble, minerals and phytochemicals, including things like the isothiocyanates that are anti-cancer and can help our liver detoxify, and removing some of the fiber. We're keeping the soluble fiber, removing mostly the insoluble fiber. And look at this pulp, guys. I mean, number one, this is pretty heavy. Number two, we're gonna just go ahead and take a whole bunch of it in my fingers here, and I'm gonna squeeze and watch between my fingers. I mean, I'm squeezing a few drops of juice out, but this pulp is pretty doggone dry in my book. Yes, could you buy a $2,000 juicer and get it even drier? Yes. Did this do a very amazing job for me, literally having a hands-off experience? Absolutely, this did an amazing job. And of course, if you juice this with something like carrots or even jicama, it would work a little bit more efficiently to get it even drier. That being said, what I want to do next is we're gonna go ahead and taste test straight broccoli juice. I don't think I've ever done this before in my life. And if you pour it off, it'll pour off the bottom, so you won't get any foam when you first start out for the most part. And once again, if you let this settle, the foam will kind of settle back down. 1 tall glass of straight broccoli juice. I don't recommend trying this at home. Let's go ahead and try it. Wow, you know what, guys? That's a lot better than I expected. This is pretty sweet broccoli, because there's lots of stalks. I'm tasting the stalk influence, which makes it sweeter instead of bitter. That being said, I'm used to drinking green juices, so many of you guys may not find this so enjoyable as I do. Actually, that's kind of good, actually. I like it. That being said, I do encourage you guys to rotate your juices. There's always different nutrients in different produce items. We don't want to get an accumulation of any one nutrient by only ever drinking that one juice or that one recipe every single day. So, you know, broccoli was on sale this week, so that's why I bought a bunch of it. Next week there'll be something else, and I'll be juicing off to juicing that. So yes, the Nama J2 was easily able to juice 8 pounds of broccoli, made a very respectable dry pulp, and got a respectable 8 cups of juice from 8 cups of broccoli, and made some delicious juice to boot. If you guys want to get your very own Nama J2 juicer that fit almost 2 pounds with this 3-liter hopper in there at once, you guys could use a coupon code BROC, that's BROC 10 at namawell.com. That'll save you guys 10% off the purchase of the Namawell juicer, which is $55 in the United States. Of course, that coupon code will also work all over the world. And in the European Union, they also include free shipping, as does Nama include free shipping to the US 48 states. In addition, that coupon code BROC10 will also save you guys 10% off any of the accessories should you like to buy them, like my favorite 3-liter hopper right here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode where I show you guys how to juice broccoli in the Nama J2 straight up. The Nama J2 is amazing. It juices things like wheatgrass, and I even have a video juicing bananas. Link down below to that as well. You got to get the right texture and firmness bananas for it to work properly. You could even make your own banana juice. The Nama J2 with the 3-liter hopper is a juicer I choose to use at home when I'm juicing, because it works so well, and more importantly, frees up my time so I can get more juicing done in a day. I want to thank you guys in advance who will use my coupon code or have used it in the past. That allows me to continue to buy my broccoli, make these videos, and show you guys the truth on how the juicers work, as well as comparing all the different major brand juicers against each other so that you can find the right juicer for you. If you guys enjoyed this episode, want more episodes like this, hey, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. That'll help out the YouTube algorithm, push this video out to more people, and of course, share this video with other people that are looking to juice broccoli as well as other very nutritious cruciferous vegetables for their health. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss my new upcoming episodes I've commanded 5 to 7 days. You never know where I'll show up or what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel or what new juicers or unboxings I'll be comparing or doing. Make sure you click the little bell to get notified as my new videos come out. And finally, be sure to check out past episodes. Past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 800 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to teach you guys all about the different juicers and other appliances that will allow you to best extract your nutrients from fruits and vegetables and other plant foods. Links down below to some of my favorite videos I've made with the NAMA J2, including the videos I've mentioned in this episode. So with that, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.